dear students of class 12 Communicative English. We shall now continue the other exercises from our previous episode. So these are found on page 144 of your textbook. We've been doing a lot of exercises and a lot of revision. Now this will enable you to face the examination with confidence. Now this exercise deals with giving a one-word substitute for the meaning. The explanation is given and you're going to choose a word that will give you this meaning. Find one word for each of the following. The first letter of the word is given. So that is the clue. The first letter is given, then the meaning, the explanation is given. Based on this, you choose the answer or you find out the answer. So there's no harm if we enhance our knowledge by referring to the dictionary and learning new words. So the first one is slightly salty. So brine, the water was brine. So it means slightly salty. Second one, a hot smoldering fragment of wood left from a fire. So when you light the wood, when there is fire and when it fades away, when the flames subside, so you get the smoldering, the burning little pieces of wood there left over. So that is called ember. The snake's eyes were like glowing ember. So ember, that hot wood which has a gleam there and it smolders because of the fire. The smoke is still seen there. About to occur. So something that is going to take place very soon. So the first letter is I. Therefore the answer is imminent. Likely to occur very soon. War was imminent. So war was supposed to happen very soon, in the near future. Technical terminology. The first letter is J. So you have jargon. So they are technical words referring to a particular field or branch. You got computer jargon, all those terms connected with that particular genre or area. A small rounded hill. The first letter is K. So it is knoll. K-N-O-L-L. Knoll. K is silent. Then bright or radiant. So that is luminous. The first letter is L. So luminous is something that is very bright, shining, glowing, producing light. Then a large number. The first letter is M. So a large number, multitude. Multitude refers to something that is enormous, in great numbers. Gather or bring together. So the first letter given in your text is M. So when you bring together, you merge. You merge something. So the answer is merge. Then pure, free from contamination. The first letter is P. So it is pristine. Pristine, something that is very pure, unpolluted, not spoilt by anything. One who lives in solitude. So it starts with R. The word starts with the letter R. So one who lives away from the others, doesn't mingle with the others, leads a lonely, isolated life, recluse, capable of being wounded or hurt. So the first letter is V. So prone to something. So that is vulnerable. Vulnerable to attack, vulnerable to illness, vulnerable to getting affected easily. Now next exercise, fill in the blanks by choosing the most appropriate word or phrase from those given in brackets. So you got the sentence, you got a blank in the sentence and you got three options. So you have to read it, decide which word would fit the blank in the best possible manner and select that answer. They went for a walk in the dash clean November air. So your answer should be either clear or crisp or cheerful. Now dash clean November air. So that is, the air is very clear, free of pollution, then free of breezy, windy atmosphere. So they went for a walk in the clear, clean, that is pure November air. So we can be cheerful, the air can also be cheerful, but because the next term is clean, we associate clear with clean. Sentence 2, he dashed her that she would pass. Ensured, insured, assured. So ensured is, I can ensure you of something, I can ensure that I do the work in a proper manner. Insure is something different. Protection against accidents or something of that sort, giving a guarantee against some danger or illness. Now assured is promising or comforting or offering consolation. So he assured her, he gave her a definite vow or definite pledge that she would pass. So he is comforting her. He says, your performance is good. Definitely you will pass. You answered so many questions. You are likely to score so many marks. So he assured her, he gave her the confidence that she would pass. Analyze each word and see which is suitable. So apply it to the blank and see whether it sounds right, whether the meaning is conveyed exactly. After the sports day, the competitors felt completely dash. Done out, run out, done in. So here, run out is worn out, completely tired, miserable. After a hectic day, they were totally worn out. So the right answer is run out. Fourth one, we owe a deep debt of dash of the freedom fighters. Now, if I choose gratitude, we owe a deep debt of gratitude to the freedom fighters. But here, to is not given there. The word given there is of. We owe a deep debt of remembrance of the freedom fighters. Remembrance of. So definitely patriotism is not applicable here. So if it's gratitude, gratitude to. Remembrance of. So choose your answer accordingly. Fifth one, his shabby clothes and uncombed hair gave him a dash appearance. Disreputable, disrespect, discontented. So disrespect, it's a noun form, it doesn't fit the blank here. Discontented, the meaning doesn't sound right here. Appearance, and this is attitude. So disreputable, so a very untidy, not respected. So the meaning is conveyed there by the term disreputable. His shabby clothes and uncombed hair gave him a disreputable appearance. Then next is a terminology. One word for a following of one thing after another is dash. So one word for a following of one thing after another. So sequence, consequence, similar. So consequence is a result of something. Similar is looking like another, same thing. So sequence is one after the other, following one after the other. So that is the right answer. A following of one thing after another is sequence. An agreement to protect another country is an dash. So if you get the article an, then it would be an alliance, a friendly pact. If it is a, you could say treaty. An agreement to protect another country. So treaty is some sort of an assurance given by one country to another, saying that they would stand by the other. So if it is a friendly pact, you and I, we shall defend one another's safety, we shall protect one another, then it is an alliance. So it is a pact made there. Whenever I face danger, you come to my support. Whenever you are in danger, my country will come to your rescue. So decide on looking at the article. Eighth one, dash is a speech by an actor speaking to himself. So this is quite common on stage. The main character or one of the characters would start speaking to himself or herself. So look at the options: comic relief, monologue, soliloquy. So comic relief is different because it can be provided by a group also. One actor speaking to himself, that is not comic relief. So monologue is again a speech by one person. But look at soliloquy. Soliloquy is speaking to oneself. Whereas monologue is, it may be anyway addressing someone. If one gives a lengthy dialogue, if there is only one single speaker, it is a monologue. Remember, dialogue between two. Monologue by one person. But speaking to oneself is soliloquy. So mind the spelling. The right answer is soliloquy. Ninth one, a maze is also known as a dash. Paradox, legacy, labyrinth. So paradox is different. That is some contrasting idea. Then legacy is the riches left behind by someone, or forests are the legacy of nature to mankind. So they are gifts given. Labyrinth is a complicated structure. You get lost in that structure if you do not have a guide. Once you enter into it, you are caught in the maze. So maze is also known as a labyrinth. In 10th one, although Veera was very critical, his family hoped that he would dash. So pull out is you pull out of something. Pull off, pull through. Pull through is survive some odds. So conquer the difficulty and emerge victorious. So the right answer is pull through. His family believed that he would pull through. Then you've got rearranging. This is very important because the right order is very essential. Whenever you write a sentence, you must know how to place the words in a sequence so that on the whole the sentence gives you complete meaning. So that is the purpose of giving you such exercises, training you to identify the correct sequence and placing the words in the right position. Now look at the first one, village, thatched, with, karma, the, lived, his, in, parents, a, house, in, small. So on reading this you get a vague idea. Someone is living somewhere, someone is living with his parents, and the sort of house he lives in, and where is that house located in the village. So group all these together and try to form a sequence. So you could use your pencil, write it out once, see whether the sequence is right. If not, rub it out and keep writing until you are satisfied that the sequence is right. Now look at the first answer I given you. Karma lived with his parents in a small thatched house in the village. So you got the article A, you got the article the. So be careful as to associate it with the right noun. You cannot say the house in a village. So it is in a small thatched house, because you got description of the house. Small thatched, how is the house? It is small, it has a thatched roof. So a small thatched house. Where is the house located in? It is located in the village. Now you get one more answer also here. Karma lived in the village with his parents in a small thatched house. So the first option seems to be better. So you decide, but you given all the key points here. The arrangement is right. The structure is correct. Second one, village, to, outside, his, went, school, he, a. So you see went and school, definitely you will come to the conclusion that he went to school. So you got almost 1/4 of the answer right. He went to school. And where was the school now? Outside his village. He went to a school outside his village. The village is there and you got a school that is located away from the village. Outside, that is somewhere else. So he has to cross the border and go to the school. So he went to a school outside his village. Then what happened there? Meals, had, midday, and enjoyed studying, he, there. So again two possibilities are available here. He had midday meals. This had refers to having or eating, taking. He took his midday meals. So he had midday meals and enjoyed studying there, where there refers to the school. Or he had midday meals there and enjoyed studying. Now when I say enjoyed studying, I feel that the sentence is a bit incomplete. He enjoyed studying where? And therefore in the first option I have taken there to the end of the sentence. So the choice is yours. It could either be the first one or the second option. Now fourth sentence, field, there, his, needed, help, parents, in his. So needed help somewhat comes together, but then you got his twice. So just look at it, his parents. So we are talking about that particular boy Karma, so we can link this with the boy. So his parents, Karma's parents, what do? They needed his help for what or where? In their field. His parents needed his help in their field. Now pathetically children, many students from the village side, they lose their chance of getting educated because of this attitude. The parents make their children work in the fields, assist them and earn a living, and therefore the child loses the education. So that is why now midday meals are offered, many facilities are given to you. So all of us should make it a point to educate ourselves and to educate those around us, those children who have been deprived of the opportunity to attend school. But now that process is rapidly getting eradicated. Now almost everyone, 99.99% of students go to school. So very soon India would become a highly literate country. Now going to the next one, sending, so, him, school, they, stopped to. So that so gives you the reason. What was the previous sentence? Of course every time you will not get linked sentences, but here there is a connection. So in the previous sentence we saw that the parents needed his help to work in the fields. So they stopped sending him to school. But later maybe they realized the need for education and sent him back to school and learned to manage on their own without him. So you read it, analyze it, arrange the words in the proper order, read the answer once again, see whether you get complete meaning And if you are satisfied, you copy down that answer, you write it in pen. Otherwise, rub off the pencil statement and keep rewriting until you arrive at the correct answer. Next set. First one. Here, out, there, flames, broke, and ant. The moment you see this here and there, that comes to your mind. So what happened here and there? Something broke out. And what was it? Flames. Flames broke out here and there. This was quite easy, a very simple one, a short one, and applying our common sense, we were able to get the answer. Second one, board, now, was, every, fire, new, one, on, there, a. So something like there was a fire, that makes some sense. Then you got every and one. So everyone now knew there was a fire on board. So they are traveling on a ship. So they knew that there was a fire on board. The ship had caught fire. Or you have another answer. Now everyone knew there was a fire on board. The first answer is better. Everyone now knew there was a fire on board. So what did they do? Smoldering, gale, the fire, fanned, rising, the. So gale, that furious wind. So how is the gale now? It keeps rising. The ship is traveling on sea. So what happens here? A sudden storm affects the ship. In addition to this, there is fire also. So this rising gale, the rising gale, what did it do? It fanned the smoldering fire and made the flames leap higher. So there is potential danger to all people on board, all the passengers on the ship. Two told quit, where, ship, be, the, ready, passengers, two. So the passengers were told to be ready to quit the ship or to quit ship. Now you please count the number of words in the question and then count the number of words in the answer, so that you can check whether you missed out any word. Sometimes it would be seemingly right, and then on comparing you will find that you have missed one word, and that word would be very odd, you would not know how to place it. So please make a check and find out how many words have been given in the sentence with the, separated by the slant, and then look at your answer, count the number of words there and be satisfied that you used all the words. Otherwise the structure is wrong. You have to analyze and redo it. You have one more set. Conveying means the, first, information, speech, of, was. So again I am giving you two options here. Speech was the first means of conveying information, or the first means of conveying information was speech. Okay, so the first method in which information could be conveyed was speech. Now we learned something connected to error spotting here, children. Now the first means, you got means here, and your verb is was speech, because means is taken collectively. But if I say methods, then it would be plural, the verb would be plural. So the first means of conveying information was speech. Second one, writing, thus, was, of, as, storing, introduced, information, means. So now if you keep rearranging and grouping it, you find that this is your answer. Writing was thus introduced as the means of storing information. Now in this exercise, the sentences are connected. So what did we learn in the first sentence? The first means of conveying information was speech. So what happens to writing now? Whatever was conveyed had to be stored. If I promise you something, that should be put in record so that you demand that article from me and get the promise fulfilled. So writing was introduced, thus introduced as a means of storing information. Then permanent in knowledge, printing, spreading, then helped in form a. So this seems to be a little tricky. So keep trying and retrying and then you arrive at the answer. Printing then helped in spreading knowledge in a permanent form. So whatever is put in print, it can be saved in the form of books. So that is a permanent collection. The data are stored permanently. The record is kept and whenever you wish you could refer to it. So how did this process take place? Printing. So first speech, then writing and then putting it into print. So printing then helped in spreading knowledge in a permanent form. So whenever you want, you could refer to it. Fourth one, our media, however, all passive these. So, however, all these media are passive. Then fifth one, revolution hailed as computer, therefore is a. Computer is therefore hailed as a revolution. So, what happened? Computer is outstanding in its utility. So, it is therefore hailed as a revolution. So, I hope you would have understood how to rearrange the words and form meaningful sentences. We move on to the next exercise. Complete the following proverbs. So, some blanks have been given. I filled it in red. So, these are all proverbs that you should learn to write small paragraphs, short paragraphs on, because that will help you to improve your writing skill also. We learn proverbs. In another episode, I will expand these proverbs and give you some hints so that you will be able to write a paragraph on your own. Now, we stop only with reading or identifying the correct answer. First one swallow dash. So, one swallow does not make a summer. So, the entire bunch has to come out, only then you can see that summer has started. One swallow does not make a summer. That is the proverb. Next, don't put off until tomorrow blank. So, don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. So, procrastination should not be followed. So, that is a waste of time. You will lose time later on. So, don't keep postponing things. Whatever has to be done today, finish it off. Otherwise, it will get accumulated and you will find it very difficult to complete the task. Even your portions for revision, for reading, please learn your daily lessons then and there. Don't get them accumulated. Then you will find it very tedious. The cannot be mastered in a few days. Third one, blank begins with a single step. So, if I wish to go somewhere, first I have to put my foot out and I should start walking. So, every journey begins with a single step. I should make an effort, only then I could succeed in the process. Fourth one, dash many irons dash. So, have too many irons in the fire. I said I will give the explanation later on. So, too many activities which will reduce us to nothing at all. We cannot shine in anything. Fifth one, the grass is always dash. The grass is always green on the other side. If I stand here and observe the other area, I feel that that is better than my present location. So, same thing applies to life also. Sixth one, dash is another man's poison. So, one man's meat is another man's poison. What seems right to me will seem dangerous to you. Seventh one, a friend's frown is dash. A friend's frown, his displeasure, is better than a fool's smile. So, if somebody keeps on encouraging you in all your doing, whether it's right or wrong, it will not be of any benefit to us. We should have someone who will criticize us and who will point out our defects to us so that we can improve. Eighth one, dash by the company dash. So, a man is known by the company he keeps. Ninth, hope dash and prepare dash. So, hope for the best and prepare for the worst, or hope for the best but prepare for the worst. We might have done something extraordinarily according to us, but the reaction would be totally different. So, don't think that whatever you do will always be appreciated by others. So, we shall hope for the best. We shall do our duty and leave the rest to God. Next one, dash today is worth 2 dash. So, 1 today is worth 2 tomorrows. So, don't keep daydreaming. If you put in your best efforts today, that is equivalent to reaping a wonderful future later on. Many days hard work. So, as promised, I shall revise all these in detail later on. Now, we move on to the next one, fixing the words in the corresponding fields in the areas they belong to. So, find words related to the given topic in each group of words and write them in the box. Here, of course, you don't have a box. I have given the words pertaining to that particular topic in red. So, the first topic is media. Now, you got a group of words: band, thoughts, cast, edition, exhibition, scene, culture, show, audience, circulation, poster, review, association, interval, channel. So, media could be anything: print media, visual media, so and even audio. So, band, thoughts, then cast, so the cast there, whoever is playing the role there. Edition, magazine edition. Then scene, some scene is acted out. Then show, So the show goes on. There's a display. Audience, definitely any show requires audience. Circulation, circulation of magazines, newspapers, books. Then poster, so you convey your ideas through the poster. Then review, so you find reviews in magazines and papers. Interval, the show or play or program has an interval. And channel, channels are needed in order to telecast your programs. So think of it, and if there's anything else that is missing, please add it to this group. We have one more set. Civic sense. So you got a group of words. Ethics, zeal, integrity, definition, symbol, attention, adjutant, oilment, birthday, pride, value, heritage, mankind, national, unite. Now civic sense, so your duty to the society, to the nation. We've already done one exercise on civic responsibility earlier. Now ethics, so the moral values, the rules that you got to follow. So this is connected with civics. This inculcates a civic sense in you. Zeal is of course enthusiasm. So ethics, integrity, your loyalty. In adjutant, what's the meaning of adjutant? Adjutant is a military appointment given to an officer who assists the commanding officer with unit administration, mostly the management of human resources in an army unit. So naturally this inculcates a civic sense in the person. Then, now this word you'll find it strange, oilment. Oilment refers to a type of skin oil. Skin oil is called oilment. It has nothing to do with civic sense. I've just given it because the word seems new. Then of course birthday, pride, then value. So all values have to be practiced in order to make you a good and noble human being, a true citizen of the country. Then heritage, the ancient traditions, then all cultural values, your heritage. You should preserve the heritage of your nation. Mankind, so service to mankind, you owe a civic sense there. National, belonging to the nation. And unite, unity and integrity are part of a peaceful nation. So these words correspond to civic sense. So we got many more exercises. We shall deal with all those exercises one by one. Now in the meantime, I shall select only 2 or 3 proverbs and we shall just delve on it for a few minutes, so that this could be a part of your homework. You could frame a paragraph on this proverb and then send it to your teacher or get it checked with your friends and others. Look at the second one. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. So as I told you earlier, children, never get things postponed. Otherwise they will get accumulated and you will not be able to complete the job. You would have heard of the proverb, a stitch in time saves 9, or for want of a nail the shoe was lost, and so on. It keeps continuing until the entire battle was lost. What is that? A horse lost its shoe nail, and because of this the entire battle was lost. It's a very interesting short poem. I shall discuss it soon with you. So now maybe this is your homework. So please take items 2, 3 and 5 and try to write short paragraphs on these. We shall have a review of these later on. I shall give you some points. You can check with your work and see whether they correlate. You would even give me better answers. I am confident of that. Thank you, children. So please keep practicing and do very well in your examinations. Bye for now.